Probably not going to find the lighting drawings. So what I'm looking for is this drawing, I believe. Just trying to find a comms rack on this side. And the reason I'm trying to find a comms rack on this side is, I was hoping to be able to pull the cables from the other building that we were looking at before over to this one. So and ultimately we may have to put in our own comms racks. We may have to just price in extra comms racks to make this work. There's a comms room above over here. So yeah, it's quite a long run over to the available comms racks. So that's that comms rise that we just saw in the other drawing. So what we may have to do in this instance you may have to run the cables just to an intermediate comms rack. Not the greatest design, if I am honest. Okay, so there's our comms rack. There is tray running across, which is handy. You can see 400 meter wide comms tray. So the worst case scenario is that we would run our cameras around the building back to this point or through this pathway. And unless there's another comms rack around, across to here. Same with anything like this. If it's on another drawing and you've captured it on the drawing, just once again, just make a note. Just it could typically, that's actually all it needs to be, really, is just captured on another drawing so that If you wanted to be specific and say what drawing, that'd be great. But it's a real rough note to say, captured on another drawing. And that's typically, we just know that you've then seen it and not something that we have to be concerned about. All right, so I'm just going to start from, we check that first drawing. Sorry, this one's a little bit disjointed. What I might do, add a group. I might pop these into that one. I'll just check through these, and if there's anything else, I'll move that one as well. But this means now we're looking at access control alarm side of things and not getting it confused. Zone 1. And I'll just say these drawings are terrible, so you've done a great job. External push button to open auto door with indicator lamp showing door is unlocked to each accessible toilet. I think these are quite relative to these. I don't think we need them. They're relative to the toilet. Because there's no security, it's just push buttons, that we wouldn't include that in our takeoff. So just same here. Just something to keep in mind. If it's not for security purposes, if it's for a toilet and it's just push buttons on an auto door, we typically wouldn't include that on security. So I'm going to have to create, so for this one, because I'm going to assume, so because that note 3, and note 3 states, cabling rough-in to be allowed for in base tender price to access control hardware to this door, supply and install of access control hardware and commissioning to be priced separately. So I'm going to have to split those ones out. So anything like that, I'll create a once-off item, but all it would be on my symbol. And then now I can go, I'm going to need something else as well, but I'll get rid of that one, that one, that one, that one. That's fine. 3 down here. So anything that's got that note 3 on it, I have to keep an eye out for. The other thing is all these new symbols. Feel free to use them. Oh. Might have to get that sorted. I just quickly sent a message through to Ground Plan to try and fix that scale issue. So I'll leave it there for the moment, even though it doesn't look great. I'll run with it. Obviously going to have the same issue with a lot of our new symbols.